Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Let's Talk Stroke. I'm so glad you all are here, and I appreciate it. My name is Jerry Walt. I am the host of this show. And for those of you that are new here, I started doing the show to bring awareness to stroke, TBI, aphasia, brain injury, and also to provide a platform for therapists to share their journeys from all across the world. Uh, and also bringing on experts in brain health so they can share their knowledge uh, with all of us so we can learn more about the brain. Excuse me. And good morning, Kevin. So anyway, this morning I want to talk about aphasia. It's a big part of a lot of stroke survivors, brain injury survivors' life. And for me, it's a big one, and I wanted to talk about it. So uh, anyway, if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel called Let's Talk Stroke on YouTube, please subscribe and hit the notification button, and then hit the like, and you're good. Then you'll know when I'm on, and if you want to be on my show, please reach out to me, and I will get a hold of you, and we'll just chit chat. So anyway, I do appreciate you guys being here. So let's stick around and just get the show started. Okay, well, thank you guys for being here. And before we start, let's just say hello. Um, Kevin, thank you for being here. Musong, nice to see you too. And who else? Doris. For those of you that are new here, just subscribe to my channel. If I don't know you, if I mess up your name, well, this show is all about aphasia. Uh, so let's see, and who else? Doris. I just said that. T, nice to see you. Jessica, Dustin, Cody, nice to see you there. I appreciate you being here. And Lynette, thank you for being here. Lynn, you guys are awesome. But so that's what this show is all about, is about how do you communicate with somebody with aphasia. I can tell you, Zane, hey, how's it going, man? Well, there is one that I wanted to bring up as talking with somebody that has aphasia. Um, I'll go into the different types of aphasia because somebody, it's a little different, because what I have, it's some people think it's different, but I know exactly what it is. My research has been completely done on this. And yes, you could. By the way, you guys, any questions you want to ask, if I miss it, I apologize. But ask me any question. If I don't know the answer, I will certainly do my best, and I will find out. And let's see, aphasia really makes my speech go crazy. You can ask me a question. Is there any other event at 3 p.m.? That I'm not sure. I don't know. Okay, some white in my eyes here. Oof, this is really real. So anyway, with the first thing that you need to do, and I've done, trust me, on my research, I've talked to experts on this, is first thing, someone who has aphasia. Okay, for me, speak slowly and clearly. Speak in a clear manner, using simple and concise sentences. Avoid, and this is what I do all the time. You need to avoid speaking too quickly, which that's what I do, using complex language that may be difficult for a person to understand. And a good thing too is use visual aids, like cues, use gestures, pictures to support communication and enhance, the understanding. Use objects, use hand gestures. I don't know how this happens to you guys, but for me, I'll get into this. But drawing diagrams can help convey meaning more effectively. And here's a big thing I've learned from doing hundreds and hundreds of interviews here. I've I've learned Allow someone with aphasia plenty of time. Don't answer for them. Let them formulate their answer. Don't interrupt. I've learned that for quite some time. Don't finish their sentence, because that for someone, well, I'm so used to it. So, but don't answer their questions for them. It can be frustrating and discouraging. Ask yes or no questions, or offer choices to help the person with aphasia express themselves more easily. For example, instead of asking, what would you like to drink? You could say, would you? So, would you like tea or coffee or whatever you are saying? But I'm going to pop over to here. Good morning. Good morning. Kiss factor. Keep it simple. That's exactly right. For my page, I don't know. Is there any other? Cody, I'll talk about that. But I don't know. There's nothing that I know. But anyway, really good thing is to encourage the person with aphasia to communicate in any way that feels comfortable for them. Whether it's speaking, writing, using gestures, or assisted devices. We're talking different types of aphasia. And if you have to let the person know that you're willing to listen, because I know how frustrating it can get. Been there, done that. Robin, I said that, Serena. And if you have to repeat or rephrase the question, if you're having difficulty, or they're having difficulty, break it down in little chunks, smaller chunks. It can also improve comprehension. And another big thing, be patient, be supportive. Don't be don't non-jet. Okay. And look at this, I can't even say it. I had it on here. Non-judgmental in your interactions. Offer encouragement, praise them for their efforts in communication, or the imperfections, which I have. Use content and content clues. Provide context clues that can help with someone that has aphasia. Ooh, I'm really messing this up. But I think I said, like, use visual clues. You use gestures. I mean, I've done this with so many people, interviews. I love having someone on that has, well, aphasia, or what do you call that? Aphasia, but in a challenging way. Seek feedback, clarification, check and understand by asking someone with aphasia to repeat or summarize what you said. Offer feedback, clarification if it's needed, to ensure mental understanding, mutual understanding. So I'm going to back right to here. Kevin, good morning. Good morning. Dialing in from Delaware. Zane, talking to doctors, especially. I know. Okay, just to jump off track here. Robin, thank you. Awesome. Jerry Chapman, nice to see you. Partner Jerry Chapman. We'll talk about this later on, but do you know the differences between each of the aphasia? I do. I'll get into that in just a second, but I do. I know that, and I'll explain those too, because it's I'm going to jump here. Mine, they call it. I always said it was expressive, but it is. The real term is Broca's aphasia. In other words, but I'll get into that. It's expressive. But what you need to do is also respect their independence, respect the person's independence in communicating. This is a tough one today. I said I was going to do this show on aphasia, and like I said, don't interrupt them. Avoid speaking for them. That's the same kind. I think the same thing. Um, Making assumptions about their abilities. You know, avoid speaking for them. Making assumptions about their abilities. Instead, empower them to communicate in their own way at their own pace. That's one of the things. Um, like I said, don't interrupt them. Just let them figure it out. There are so many more. I love going to different with different speech therapy classes now. I didn't like it in the beginning because I still to this day my speech therapist told me you are going to lose your job. I was like, that ain't it. That's wrong. But needless to say, um, I did. But like I said, just avoid speaking to them um, or for them. You know, let them figure it out at their own pace. Overall, the key is communicating effectively with somebody with aphasia. Uh, is to be patient, understanding, um, flexible in your approach because that's a big thing. Be creative in communicating. You may have to change your communication style with them. Um, uh, you can create supportive, different. You have to be adaptive in your preferences. You can create supportive, inclusive, meaningful interaction and connection. Um, Recovery from aphasia varies widely. I mean, they're all, as you know, every stroke is different. Um, it depends on the factors like severity of the aphasia, um, underlying the cause, the amount of brain damage that that has happened. But there's so many things. In some cases, speech therapy and rehab can help individuals. It helped me, but it took me a while to realize that I need help with aphasia. Um, but first of all, language therapy. Um, I'm just going through. I know. I get excited. Hey, Obs, did I miss you? Hey, have you ever, have you ever, oh, wait, you're overtired? No, not at all. When I'm trying to talk, it's funny when I'm talking about aphasia, it really, I'm trying to speak clearly and precise. And then that's where my issue is. But there's so many ways. Let's see, I'm gonna jump ahead because I know Jerry asked me about different types of aphasia, or do I know about the different types? Okay, first of all, aphasia is a language disorder. Okay, I'm going to speak slowly, Serena. Um, and there's various forms of aphasia. Um, the main types of aphasia are, here we go. Um, First of all, I picked this first because I know what I have. So, Broca's aphasia. It's also known as non-fluent or expressive aphasia. That's it. That's what I have. So, it's it's kind of it's kind of characterized difficulty speaking fluently, right? Limited speech output and struggle. This is it. Struggles with grammar, output, word formation. Broca's expressive aphasia is often said that we have intact comprehension, but may struggle to find the words. Right? I mean, that's struggle the right words and form coherent sentences. My therapist, they really didn't say, "Oh, well, that's really what it is." But for me, I know that's me there. There's so many other ones. there's what I know. I'll be butchering things around here. So Wernicke's aphasia is also known as fluent receptive. That's a good one there too. Aphasia. We could call it aphasia. It could be what do you call it? Thank you. It could be have the sum of aphasia. So little parts of each one we could have, like also known as fluent or receptive aphasia. I thought about that as well. That aphasia is characterized by fluent, nonsensical speech, impaired language comprehension, difficulties with word retrieval. See, that for me, that's another one too, for me. Understanding. Individuals with this aphasia may produce long, rambling sentences with incorrect words or made up words. Okay, right? That's some of that. So I can take little pieces of each parts of aphasia, like global aphasia. It's really the most severe form of aphasia and involves profound impairment of both expressive and receptive language skills. Okay, individuals with global aphasia have difficulty speaking, understanding speech, reading, and writing. Um, Communication may be extremely limited. Uh, Individuals they may rely on nonverbal communication strategies. Let me see. What do you know about dysarthria? Yeah, it's funny. I was actually looking that up to make sure that I know everything I can about that, because I know about all the other aphasias. I'm going to go this way. Words salad is another term. Okay, good. Let's see. I'm sorry if I missed these, and like I said, I'll go back and read these, because this is a really good topic for me that I wanted to bring awareness to, because I've been thinking about this for so long. That's why tongue twisters are good to practice. I know. Dislike by, let's see, I'm pretty dislike where my aphasia kicks in during a conversation. Some people are patient, but others not. People facial expressions. That, you know what, I know, but you know what? It's how we are. I go to the restaurant. We go to the restaurant, and I typically know exactly what I want to eat, and then what is it? And I can see them, just like you just said. I could see them looking at me like, is this guy like drunk, or he's not going to he can't figure out what he wants? And luckily, my wife, she'll just jump right in just for that. I know when I interview and when I talk to people, that's one of the things you don't want to do: interrupt or just answer for them. But hey, all these years being married, she knows what I like and what I don't like. Um, but individuals with global aphasia. See, now I have to talk slower. We have difficulty reading, understanding speech. So anyway, it's more of a nonverbal communication strategies that you need to have for that. Anomic aphasia. Um, Anomic aphasia is characterized by difficulty finding and retrieving the words. And I say that I have that. I mean, I look at each types of aphasia. So we all take little bits and pieces. Do you guys feel that too? You have difficulty. How do you say that? Difficulty retrieving words. That's totally me. I mean, so I never knew autonomic was something I needed to really worry about, or I just didn't realize it. So individuals with anomic aphasia, may have relatively preserved fluency comprehension, but struggle with finding words. And I mean, really, think about this right here. Struggle with word finding, leading to frequent pauses. I do that, and I see a lot of you guys I know, leading to frequent phrase and word finding, which is a tough thing. Conduction aphasia, it's another one. Aphasia is characterized, this one, characterized by difficulty repeating words and phrases despite relatively preserved speech production and comprehension. These are like big words for me here. But anyway, individuals with conduction aphasia may demonstrate fluent speech, but struggle with repeating the words, just because of language areas in the brain. So anyway, that's on that one. I'm just summarizing some of this. And if you think something's a little differently, feel free to just say yours. And if I missed just some of yours, I understand. I apologize there. Let's see. I'm expressive aphasia as well as your. Yeah, well, good, T. I like that. Yeah, and it's actually expressive. I know. I'm sure you guys can get bits and pieces of this on each of these. Transcortical motor aphasia is characterized by non-fluent speech, limited spontaneous speech output, intact language comprehension. However, individuals with transcortical motor aphasia may demonstrate preserved ability to repeat the words and phrases. It's kind of like it's similar to Broca's aphasia. So I don't know if that's something you guys have this happen to you. So transcortical sensory aphasia is another one. Transcortical sensory aphasia is characterized by fluent but non-sensical speech, impaired language comprehension. Did I just talk about this? Can you see how that's just, Anyway, these are really the main types of aphasia that I wanted to touch on, but someone, me, whoever's watching or commenting with aphasia may present various variations and a combination of symptoms dependent on the location of the extent of the brain damage. So you could have bits and pieces of different types of aphasia from each one of these places. But again, it does depend on the severity of your brain damage. I mean, it's kind of a weird thing to say, brain damage. But there is the specific and severity of aphasia can widely be among all of us individuals. An accurate diagnosis and individualized treatment are essential for effective management. So they are kind of, I don't know if I kind of covered some of those things, but now to get into some of these questions here, and I appreciate, but then I'll get back onto that one about that. But I just, I thought I should be covering that, and I just thought, okay, I'm just going to talk about some of the different types of aphasia, and not apologize, should have got into there. But let's see, and round treatment. I'm sorry. A lot of people have their different names or whatever. But anyway, I know the feeling about being discouraged. I'm not sure how long you had your stroke, but if I know you, how long ago? don't take it seriously, because this is something that, oh, Heather, did I just miss you? Heather, nice to see you. Heather, great to see you. Kelly, Kelly Rosette. Oh, um, okay. But anyway, don't take it seriously if like you're talking to somebody and they're kind of looking at you and you're getting discouraged because you can't find that one word they um, uh, that they want to hear, but the word that you want to say is not coming out. Trust me. And the funny thing, I was talking to someone yesterday, um, kind of like a Zoom thing. I mean, I was talking, and all of a sudden forgot. And that's another thing. I just totally forgot what I was saying. And the funny thing is, she understood. I mean, that's what I gotta say this without like offending anybody. I love talking to stroke survivors, brain injury survivors, someone that understands what we're going through. So when I completely screw up what I'm saying, um, hey, you guys understand. It's that's just how it is. But but again, if you are watching, don't get discouraged, because you know even I mean I went to get a thing of coffee this morning early, um, a little thing of it, um, and I went through the those drive-through. I had a bag of the thing that I had to do it, but I couldn't say it. I did a simple little word. I was some kind of a coffee thing. I just held it up, and I said exactly. So it just wasn't working for me. Um, so I don't know if you guys have had that happen, but Heather, right? We have our bad days and we have our good days, and it seems to me like when I'm going somewhere and I have to talk and I see a lot of people, and it just really gets me. And I can't, I'm saying the wrong thing. But anyway, I know it was good. I didn't think this would be a real long one, but if any other questions or if I don't know the answer, I will find out. And Lynn, I will get maybe a little more in depth on what you're saying, because it's see a lot of people that I can't say it, Starthea would, they've had a trach, and it really kind of I'm not sure how long ago, if we're talking when you had the trach, or not you, but I think we're talking about Gene. But and by the way, I see a lot of people from on YouTube watching. Please subscribe if you haven't to my YouTube channel. Let's Talk Stroke. Hit the like button. And did I say subscribe? Yeah. Um, yeah. I mean, this is a tough little subject there, right? I mean, but it's something that we need to be cognizant about. There's so many different types of aphasia that and you have to develop a treatment plan, maximize your potential for recovery and improvement, which is something. I have to ask this question too. Did anybody, when you were in the hospital, I was a little over 2 months, 2.5 months in inpatient therapy. People have asked me, um, um, you have to come up to speed. Yeah, I know. That's right. But yeah, I have to. I spent about 2.5 months in the hospital, and all of a sudden, I went to speech therapy. For some reason, I didn't like it because I think thought I was perfect, but I couldn't say anything. I was told I don't make any sense, and the head, whatever, of the speech therapist said, "Yeah, I just want to let you know right now, because I love my job. I couldn't get in early enough. I couldn't stay late enough." He goes, "Well, it's going to change. You were going to lose your job. Just want to let you know." Okay, when you first have a stroke and you're going to speech therapy, or in there, is that what you want to hear? I don't think I would have said that. I mean, I wouldn't have said that. I would just work on my patient real hard. And, who knows? Maybe depends on the job. I don't even know if he knew what kind of job I had. Kevin, good to see you. When I get tired, my aphasia, yes, right. Oh, it's the worst. I know. And here's what happens in our household. It, it's kind of funny. I mean, I could be speaking and I'm saying something tomorrow and saying it, but she goes, "What?" She doesn't understand. I try to say it. She goes, "You're not making any sense." Wasn't that important. Anybody have to? Do you have that happens? Um, that's what happens to me. But anyway, that's just part of things that I deal with. Um, but so many people have told me, "Oh, what's aphasia? You don't look like you have it, or then you don't sound like it. You sound fine, right?" Um, there it is. Banking. That's what banking. I just saw the comment here. Um, Good morning, Stephen. Yeah, Stephen, you missed. I just went through everything about the what do you call it? I got these on my car. Got you know more than one, and I see people looking when I'm sitting there in the car, or I'm in the grocery store, and I can see the guys stop or people, and yeah, it's kind of funny, but Heather, yes, I was in banking for it's kind of like forever, really, for what I've been doing. And thank you, you're here. That's okay, Gary. Nice to see you. But yeah, I've been really getting real into it. It was my when we moved here from California to here, um, 15 years ago, about at least. That's what um, that's how it was for me. But anyway, yeah. At first, I was completely frustrated. I mean, talking about me being frustrated of not talking, or frustrated when my when I was told I'm going to lose my job. I stopped going to speech therapy. Didn't like it just because I, I know he told me that's what's going to happen. You're going to lose your job. Oh, okay, something I don't want to hear. But it was very frustrating. I couldn't talk. I mean, it took me. Let me think. How long? Oh, all I could do is yes or no or whatever. And when I really couldn't talk, I mean, you can't talk. It's not like I talked and wanted to just try the words. No, nothing came out. So it was about 6 months, and then I started talking, but it wasn't good. Um, but Gary, you're walking around, dude. It's like, oh my gosh, or seizure complications. Okay, Gary, praying for you, my friend. Thank you for your watching here in the uh, the hospital. Well, hey, we pray for you, my friend, and then definitely if anybody sees the comments on here and see that our friend Gary Trader, I'll bring it up here just because Gary is a great buddy. I'm watching from the hospital due to possible second stroke or seizure complications. Gary, I know about seizures, but no worries. I mean, being late, but yeah. And Serena's talking about our good buddy. Yes, our good buddy Tom Broussard, Dr. Broussard. If you have a chance to, here's one here. Aphasia, the stroke educator. It's probably the easiest way to find Dr. Broussard. He'll give me all the details on. I mean, aphasia. That's his deal. So Doris, yeah. So Michelle, nice to see you. Stroke of Genius, a memoir. Yes. Good morning from our beautiful state of California. Um, so anyway, yeah, it's been kind of yes. Thank you. I mean, thank you for Gary. Yeah. Okay. So anyway, I just if there's any other I see medic, police, firefighters when I'm out. This is Steve Albright. I'm I'm into the comments here. I'm not talking to them. They know if they know what aphasia or dysarthria is. They are likely people to contact a patient after a car accident. Yeah. Okay. But yeah. So again, do anyone have apraxia with their aphasia? Yeah. You guys answer that question if you like from our great buddy out here. She Stroke of Genius, a memoir. Um, but yeah, it's tough, and I think you were talking, or you could be talking about Lynn. Um, but I hope I got some of that out there to you. All the different types of aphasia, um, and with all the aphasia, a lot of people say, "Okay, I have this aphasia." Well, you may have that type. And I always thought forever, expressive Broca's aphasia. That's me. But when you go through all the details of the aphasia, then you could see, wow, I have parts of, if someone does a description of like Broca's, different types of aphasia that I went over, I have some of each one of those of that. Anyway, it's true. So hopefully that you got some of that or something out of this. Because so if you're talking to somebody with aphasia, or if you want to share this with somebody that think they can use it, that's the only thing. I mean, we have people on here all the time. I know always say if we can inspire or just help somebody out, that's what this is all about. I mean, I think I started doing this 5 years ago. It could be longer. Um, four, oh God, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, yeah, that's wow. It's probably about 7 years. Man, time flies. So you guys, again, share this, and again, I say it all the time. Growing, yeah, growing. Um, Trying to get the YouTube channel, and also, if you know anybody that wants to go to what is it? My personal page, Jerry Wald, or my Strive for Greatness, Let's Talk Stroke. I have it's kind of like a GoFundMe trying to help other stroke survivors. I mean, that's what it's for. So if anybody wants to just put a dollar or anything on there, that's what we do. That's what we're doing, is trying to help stroke survivors out. Because I know, I'm sure some of you know that my therapist said, "You're gonna lose your job." Well, guess what? I lost my job, and you know how a, a brain injury is. Um, Peace out, Kevin. It really doesn't help, but if we can help somebody out with, I mean, just say it. I'm just guessing, like a cell phone bill, we'll, um, or something. I want to see things progress in the area of um, stroke and recovery and all this. So anyway, probably didn't make any help or any sense. But seems like the more important the word for my point, the harder it is to find. Yes, Stephen. Yeah. Oh my gosh. And it's tough. It's a tough to be. But if you um, if you keep talking like me, it does help. Either it helps me, or I'm completely confused everybody and confusing myself, which it kind of help. I mean, kind of is. Oof. Anyway, um, uh, yeah, Gary, you're awesome here, man. I like. Okay, don't want to pipe the horn, but you're fish. I wish I was famous. It's great. I do. It's funny, when I left my banking job, had the stroke, and didn't know what to do. Go to the airport because I fly airplanes. Well, I used to, and I was like, go after 4 years, maybe volunteer at the airport. Well, volunteering is not going to help. just, but it's going to help. Not what didn't help me because I can't get on the ladder to do things. Yes, welcome. Um, so anyway, um, I forgot what I was saying. You might want. Yeah, but anyway, you know what? You guys, I really appreciate more than you know. I know you guys are saying amazing, thank you. I appreciate you guys more than you know. I mean, I really do. I really appreciate it. Um, everybody that's watching on Facebook, YouTube, it's on X, the old Twitter, um, um, several Facebook pages of mine, uh, Twitter, I just Twitter, X, because everybody, and YouTube. It's on Twitch, the gaming community. Um, I know. Yeah. So, like you said, Stephen, helping just really helps us. It helps me. I hope it helps you when you're doing this. And Heather, thank you. I really appreciate all of you. I don't want to say everybody, but I do want to say everybody. I know you guys understand when you have aphasia or like what I'm going through, what you, some guys, people, girls, everybody going through. If you can help one person, that's what I say. So share this content, and you guys out here, thank you. That are I like, and even thank you to the ones that will hashtag replay, watch the show later. So once again, you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Today is Thursday. Today it will be 80 degrees. Beautiful day here in the state of Texas where I live. So please be safe out there. And again, thank you guys. I'm not Busan. No more speech therapy. It's a long story about that. I know I should, but I figured talking to all my friends out here in the world of stroke and friends in general too. You guys have a great rest of your day. Thank you guys. Thanks for coming here.